Greetings from lovely Oshkosh, Wisconsin. High school football is on the air again on this Football Friday night. It's homecoming night here at Oshkosh between the two Oshkosh schools here, Oshkosh North and Oshkosh West. It is Oshkosh North's homecoming. Last year, these two teams played to a 14-7 game. Oshkosh North with the victory. Both teams kind of struggling this year. West coming in first 2 wins of the season, only 1 win since. But that win came in their last game over Appalachian, so riding a little bit more momentum coming into this one. As for Oshkosh North, they've lost 5 in a row, looking to get back on the winning track. I'll bring in my broadcast partner, Gary Burleski. That is coming up next. Our pregame show continues. It's Oshkosh North and Oshkosh West coming up right after this.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Your national anthem here this evening. J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium, our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. And tonight we have the Oshkosh West Wildcats against the Oshkosh North Spartans. I am Joey D. Alongside Gary Bileski, and let's bring in my broadcast partner now, Gary. And well, you got it's crosstown rivalry night tonight. First of all, week 8 already of high school football. Can you believe that?
Yeah, well, 1 more week to go in the regular season, and it's sort of a tale of two teams going in different directions. Oshkosh North, very young team. They've had a lot of downs this year. Started off with a nice win at against Green Bay Southwest, but have really struggled in FEA play. Well, on the other hand, Oshkosh West, they're red hot. They took Kokana, one of the top teams in the FEA 2 weeks ago, right down to the wire. They scored 35 points, but lost 42-35, and then they came back and put on 40 last week against Appleton East. So an Oshkosh West team, which you saw a few weeks ago, Joey, against Neenah really dominated the first half, but in the second half, and I think that's where the momentum, ever since that second half of the Neenah game, this Wildcat team has been playing outstanding football, and they are a win away from possibly securing a playoff berth. It'll be still a little bit work to do. Next week they finish on the road at Fond du Lac. But Oshkosh West, yeah, certainly with a lot of momentum on their side. Oshkosh North, again, playing a lot of young kids and trying to get that valuable playing experience to get them ready for next season.
Yeah, you can see the schedule there for both teams. Oshkosh North, their victory coming earlier this year at Green Bay Southwest, 35-6, but 5 straight losses ever since then. How about a Myron Construction key or keys to the game here tonight?
I think
what do you think?
the weather is a first factor. It's been raining pretty much nonstop. That's one of the reasons we didn't do the coach's interview, because we didn't want to ruin our equipment. It's been a steady I won't say downpour, but a steady rain coming down here. So the field's going to be turf. It's going to be slick. So obviously taking care of the football, and I think for Oshkosh North too is try to hang in there early and not West jump off to a big lead.
West will have it first, and they'll take it out across 15 to the 20, the 30, the 40, across midfield, breaking free on the far sideline. And good field position to start this one on the great run back there by Jake Baylog.
Yeah, Baylog, we're going to call his name a lot in the backfield as he rotates with a couple other guys, but you can see the hole from up here, big hole created by the Oshkosh West special teams on their return unit, so credit the guys up front, and Baylog had a huge hole to run to.
They'll start on the 38-yard line, and offensively here for Oshkosh West, they will come out with their quarterback, Chase Brandel, only a junior. We'll hear Jaden Franzak a lot tonight as well. For the offense here, we'll get to the defense of Oshkosh North coming up. First quarter has always been key for Oshkosh North. Breaking free is Franzak. He's got some room inside the 20 to 15, still on his feet, inside the 10. Down to about the 70-yard line, a 31-yard pickup just like that. Right out of the gate, Jason Franzak got the blocking out there and took off running.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons the Wildcats offense have been very successful the last 2.5 games, their offensive line. They have a big line, big tackles, and that time they created a big hole and a huge gain on first down for Oshkosh West.
On the first play of the game, here is Franzak again,
Whoa.
And big stuff there in the backfield. What a takedown there by Darian Turner, the 6'4", 250-pound defensive lineman. He's a senior, one of the few seniors on this squad. He took him down in a hurry.
He did. What an impressive play by Turner. Broke through the line and met the running back right at give him no gain. That was a beautiful tackle by Turner.
Second down and goal now on the 70-yard line. 3 down linemen for North. Here's Franzak again, looking left, squirting through. And finally brought down near the goal line. The ball comes loose once he hit the turf, but taken down by Antonio Thompson. Only a sophomore, a load of sophomores on this team. They only got 2 guys who were starters last year back on this team. 20 of 22 gone from Oshkosh North. But still, hopes are high for this program and for the future. For second-year head coach Luke Ott. Pick up a 5 on that one. 3rd down and goal now on the 2. As the rain falls still, we are expecting it to let up as evening progresses. But you kind of see it have an effect on that play. Franzak again, splitting everybody, going right up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown Oshkosh West on 3 offensive plays. And it's 6-0 just like that.
Yeah, Franzak, and again, nice job by the left side of the offensive line. And what I said we didn't want Oshkosh North to do is let Wildcats get off to a fast start, and basically that great kickoff return by Baylog certainly gave them that quick start and an extra point away from a 7-0 game with barely 2 minutes into the game.
And we do have a new extra point kicker. And that will be Elliott Reed, who's been doing a pretty good job since coming in for Javon Ambati, who was hurt last week on a tackle. The extra point is up, and it is good. Only 2 minutes into this one, 7-0 Oshkosh West. It is our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Time. We all get the same 24 hours, and how we spend it is different for each of us. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we want to help you make the most of it. Imagine a loan in your hands in about a day, up to $40,000 to help you make whatever's next possible. It's about time, a new kind of loan, helping you make life happen.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com.
Back here at Titan Stadium, J.J. Keller Field is the side here on this Friday night. Very wet and breezy and cool evening. Fall has arrived here, Gary.
Yeah, what a difference a week makes. Just a few days ago, I was at my son's soccer game. It was in the low 80s. Beautiful day, and now it's about 30 degrees colder in that rain. Yeah, luckily we got here and it hadn't rained, so right when we were setting up, I would say about 5:30 it started coming down, and it hasn't let up since then.
And West scoring on 4 plays, a 2-yard run by Jaden Franzak. And for Franzak, his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. And that only took about 1:49 off of the clock. Set up by the good run back.
Well, the kicker, I don't know if he did it. I think it was unintentional. He had the ball at the 45-yard line, and I think the referee was the one who caught it, and he had to move him back to the 40-yard line. It's sort of funny.
And again, the new kicker is Elliott Reed.
He's got a good leg. I was watching him in pregame. He was into the wind, making him from 40 yards. So I don't think there'll be much of a drop-off in the kicking game.
Body elbow injury last week in that victory against Appleton East. Took him out for the rest of the season. Nelson taking on about the 3-yard line. And a good run back. And guess who? Franzak goes from offense to special teams right there. Making the big tackle out of bounds on Jaquan Jones. And North will have it for the first time. Let's bring on the North offense here for you. Led by their sophomore quarterback, Bryce Ott, the coach of second-year head coach Luke Ott. You can see just the youth involved here. Only a couple of senior starters on this starting 11 on offense for Oshkosh North. 9:53 showing up on the clock. Down by a score already. We'll start on their own 25.
Going to get motion first play of the game again. Little miscommunication the way you want to start offensively. 5-yard penalty on the false start.
Yep, exactly. Especially coming first offensive play of the game and back them up to the 20. Last year, these two teams battled to a 14-7 game. They played for a trophy, the Harold Schumerth Trophy. He was a coach of the Oshkosh schools when they were together about 30-plus years ago. The traveling trophy, currently held by Oshkosh North. So it's 1st and 15 now for Ott. And the pitch back. They get those 5 back, and then maybe a couple of more on the carry by Dalton Clark, 6 foot, 165-pound running back. Only a sophomore. And gain the 5 back and then 1. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 on a 6-yard carry.
I think the one thing that was encouraging, Joey, before the game, both football programs had their youth teams announced, and there are a lot of kids on both sides with Oshkosh North and Oshkosh West on their respective youth programs, which is a good sign, and especially I think for Oshkosh North, that's how you're going to build this program.
They'll go to the air this time. They'll throw it up into the rain and almost intercepted on the far sideline. Good coverage on the play from Dylan Miller. Intended for Shettle, the leading receiver here for Oshkosh North. Falls incomplete, so it'll be 3rd down and 9. How about that going to the air? Maybe trying to throw them off a little bit because in this driving rain still. You can see it up in the lights and down on the field too. It is very, very wet, so you might expect a lot on the ground, but They throw it up there. Anything can happen.
I think, too, if you're Oshkosh North, obviously not much to play for. Open up the playbook and, maybe take a shot or two downfield. They did get the one-on-one coverage and just couldn't connect.
Auto roll to his left and hustled by that defensive line. They break through for the sack back at the 21-yard line. And in on the stop is Garth Martell, among others. They're big up front there defensively for Oshkosh West. And it's 4th down and 14. Loss of 5 on the sack. And the punt team is on. 3 and out to start for the Spartans. On their homecoming night. The high snap. Mason Kriggs gets it away, though. And the ball keeps on rolling right into the middle of the Titans logo. But for the second time, the offense for Oshkosh West will trot out there, and they will start once again in North Territory. Started on the 38 last time.
42 this time.
42-yard line for Oshkosh West with 8:47 remaining. And again, the youth and inexperience here for Oshkosh North. But good crowd here tonight following both teams. Braving the elements, you could say. Lots of umbrellas out here at Titan Stadium. And this time Chase Brendel has him in. Wide open down the middle of the field, diving towards the pylon. Did he get in? He did! Touchdown to Drew Blair. A 42-yard touchdown strike from Chase Brendel, and it's 13-0.
Yeah, great play call, and I was just thinking, the way they started the game with 4 straight runs, they certainly open up that passing game, and Brando, who's been doing an outstanding job, and again, I go back to that Neenah game we did 3 weeks ago where the second half, they really outplayed Neenah, and since then, this offense has been on a roll, and here 8:37 to go, and they could have a 2-touchdown lead with the extra point conversion.
Up and no good, wide right. Take it to a break, though. New score, 8:37 remaining here in the first quarter. It is 13-0 Oshkosh West here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
To some, your dad or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Back here in our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. The run back came out to the 23-yard line. That's where North will have it. For the second time, they went 3 and out on their first possession. And their sophomore quarterback. And a little confusion again before the snap. The same thing happened on their second possession as they did on the first. A movement somewhere, their second penalty in 2 possessions in just, 4 plays. We'll back them up. It'll be 1st and 15 again. This time on the 18-yard line. The referees out there doing their best to try and keep that ball dry.
Be a challenge right now.
Get to the referee names here in just a moment. Back to action, though. And back to the air, and that is incomplete. Looking in the flat for Padawan Seenum, one of the 2 returners on this team from last year. 6'3", 175-pound wide receiver. Just underthrown there. Dave Geltmeyer, Bob Haymauer, Nathan Metter, Gary Oldrich, Mike Wingender are the guys out there braving it as the rain continues to fall here at Titan Stadium. Clock stops with 8:25 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 15, I should say.
Yeah, make it 2nd and 20. Another false start on Oshkosh North.
Yikes. Back them up now.
Yeah, real sloppy. I mean, pardon the pun, but sloppy start, too, for Oshkosh
Literally.
North offensively. 3rd false start penalty, and that one just was based on the shift of the Oshkosh West line, and I believe one of the linemen for North flinched a little bit for the 5-yard penalty.
They always break the wide receivers before the rest of the huddle do. And this time they'll go back to the ground. Handoff goes to Scott, Jamari Scott. The sophomore runs into a herd of white jerseys up at the 14-yard line, where it will now be 3rd down and about 19 now. Back at the 14. Got to get just something going, and that's what they were looking for there. Looking for some blockers, but stood up after a few yards. 3rd and long. Ott again will choose to air this one out. Incomplete. Looking for Charlie Clark down that far sideline. 5'11", also plays quarterback and defensive back. All-around player there for Oshkosh North. And again, facing 4th down and long. This time the punt's going to be from inside the 5.
And looking in great field position for the 3rd straight drive for the Wildcats.
And that one goes almost straight up in the air. Bobbled a little bit on the return. But the ball will be downed at the 37-yard line this time. So they start on the 38, 42, and now the 37. For Oshkosh West, and this time with 7:26 remaining here in the first quarter. Back-to-back 3 and outs. Aided by those penalties there. Brando with the handoff. Finding some running room. Here's Baylog.
Gain of 10, another 1st down for the Wildcats.
Well, just enough for that 1st down.
And pretty much do what they want right now. Started the game on the ground, then the nice, beautiful touchdown from Brando to Blair, and now a 10-yard gain for Baylog.
Move it up to the 27 now. They've only run 6 plays offensively. Make it 7. Baylog tripped up a little bit. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. And so it will be 2nd down and 10. In 14-7 last year. And West looking for 2 in a row after the big victory over Appleton East. That took place at Oshkosh West High School. The first game on some new turf there that they built. Brandon will take this one himself, calls his own number, and got about 2 up to the 25, but it'll bring up third down. That was big, talking with Coach Joseph Ray before the game, and he said that was a really big occasion. It was homecoming, the community really rallying behind the troops to get them out there and get that, not only the victory, but also more of like a home field type of thing at the high school.
Yeah, I think beautiful complex there now. You mentioned brand new turf and, a few things I think they still got to work on with probably parking and a little bit more stands. I know they brought in some auxiliary stands for the game.
Yep. Brandle's pass complete on that far sideline and staying inbounds. Not enough for the first down, though.
That makes up a much more manageable fourth down, though. We call it 4th and 4.
Caleb Christensen with the catch. And brings up 4th and 4 now on the 21. Approaching the 5-minute mark here of quarter number 1. They'll go for it. In the backfield is Baylog. Brandel looking both sides, takes a snap. Keeps looking left, batted up at the line of scrimmage. It is up in the air and caught at the 18-yard line, but not enough for a first down. So the turnover on downs, and well, the North defense coming up big there. Somebody got a hand up front.
Yeah, nice job by Spartans defense. Gets the first hold of the night and gets the offense back on the field here with 4:49 to go in the first quarter. Sort of derail a little bit of that Wildcats momentum they get after their first 2 drives, and started with a first down, but nice stand there for Oshkosh North. I'll see if the offense can build on that and try to get their first down of the evening.
13-0 West with the lead. West all season long has only scored 13 points in the first quarter. They have doubled that or equaled that already here in this game. And the handoff once again goes to Jamari Scott.
Yeah, right now just nowhere to run for these running backs for Oshkosh North as Wildcats defense all over the football.
Scott looking for something. Spark this offense. It's only been out there for less than 10 plays. A couple of punts, but trying to take advantage of batted ball on 4th down. Here's Ott. And the sophomore throws across his body. Far sideline, incomplete. Liam Murphy, one of their senior captains. Murphy, starting linebacker for 30 seasons, leader of the team overall. Leading them in tackles defensively. Got a couple of schools looking at him in the WIAC. Looking to play some football 1 year from now.
Yeah, good size, 6'3", 195, and was open there, but Ott thinks the tough pass for a righty rolling out to his left. And again, these conditions are not very favorable for the passing game tonight with this rain still coming down at J.J. Keller Field.
A little lighter than it was earlier, but still a bit breezy down on the field too. Here's Ott. And hurried, and down it goes. Another sack for the defense. And this time in on the stop, Mason Klinger. 6-foot junior, 215-pounder. Broke through, and Ott had nowhere to go back at the 10. And so a loss of 9. It's 4th and long. Each time they've punted from deeper and deeper. Now you can get almost no deeper than this. Middle of the end zone. And the better of all of the punts so far, but it did float out of bounds.
Oh boy.
Maybe closer than I thought.
It was shanked off the side of the foot, and I think it's going to be brought down at about the 16-yard line, it looks like, is where the far side judge was. Ruled that out.
16, 17 is where it is now. So West will get it for the fourth time, up 13-0. This time on the 17. 3:13 remaining. So all 3 and outs for the Spartans when they've had the football. A lot of jumping up front for the Spartans.
Looks like offside.
And they'll give them 5 more on that one on the 4th penalty. 3 of them offensively, first one defensively now on the Spartans. Good hard count from Brandel. And the free 5 yards means it's now 1st and 5 on the 12. Franzak in the backfield. Scored earlier. Can he do it again? Tripped over his own shoestrings, it looked like. Might have had a little running room there. Down to the 8. A 4-yard pickup. So it'll be 2nd down and about 1 on the 8. Under 3 to go in the first. Taking their time. Again, it's Franzak. He'll take it. It's like the same play, and this time he will have a 1st down to the 3. 5-yard gain. Just following his defenders, and that was a lot after contact because he was hit right up front. Just kept it going, though, and down to the 3. It'll be 1st and goal. Jaden Franzak coming into the game, exactly 100 carries. He's got more than that now. As he approaches the 400-yard rushing mark. And in there. Touchdown, a 3-yard run by Jaden Franzak, his 2nd of the game. And it is now 19-0.
And looks like the Wildcats going to go for 2. The 2-point conversion after missing their last extra point. And Franzak starting to roll up some nice statistics here in the first quarter. 2nd rushing touchdown of the night for him.
Get 10 on the year now for Jaden.
That's a nice year for a running back.
Sure.
Double-digit touchdowns.
Can they convert the 2? It's a pass play, and indeed they do.
Oh, nice catch. Was it Demarion Williams, I believe?
I think so, yeah. Demarion Williams with the catch as he gets up off of the bottom of the pile.
That was a nice grab in this rain as he dove and just did a nice route, got himself into the end zone, and a beautiful catch by Williams and a nice strike from Brandel.
So a 2:09 remaining here in the first quarter, 21-0. Oshkosh West in control. Back after this.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Back here for the kickoff. In a 21-0 game. West on top. But North will have it this time after the run back. Best starting field position.
Green's starting to come down even a little
30.
harder now when you're at J.J. Keller Field.
2:01 left to play. They'll start on their own 30-yard line.
Let's see if they can just, establish something. The run game hasn't been there. The passing game hasn't been there. Just need something positive to get this offense going.
And they'll try and work it over the left side. They get a couple of yards to give to Jamari Scott. Maybe just one.
Just looking at the size, too. Again, Oshkosh West line, both sides of the football, especially looking here, their offensive line is, for the North, much smaller than a pretty big and quick defensive line for Oshkosh West. So making it life difficult tonight in the trenches for the Wildcats.
Myron Construction, one of them keys to the game was getting off to a good start. North's been outscored 98-7 coming into this one in the first quarter.
Oh, boy, not again. Fourth illegal procedure penalty, again, just based on the shift of the Wildcats defense. And, if you're Coach Chris Ott, I know you're young and but still, that's something from week one that as a team you work on. And both sides of the football, when your offensive line is, you don't jump off signs and don't illegal procedure. And right now, it's just sort of the floodgates have opened for Oshkosh North with just silly penalties.
5th overall, 4th offensively. A lot of them pre-snap on the end around, and flags flying once again. That play didn't work. Stopped on the play was Charlie Clark. And they're moving backwards again.
Yeah, Max Bowden came out of nowhere and unblocked for the big tackle for the loss, and they're going to decline that. Another illegal procedure penalty, but a huge loss there by Bowden, and making it 3rd and very long for the Spartans offense.
At the 20, they need to get to the 40. Let me do my big Indiana math here. Need to get 20 yards on this one. 3rd and 20. Under a minute to go. Bryce Ott, son of Luke Ott, the head coach, will take the snap, try and make something happen here in the air. He's rushed from behind and overthrows his defender, almost picked off there. He was looking for Liam Murphy. On the coverage was Alex Dyken, and it's 4th down again. The punt team is on.
Yeah, Murphy was open, but again, you can't blame Ott. Didn't have much time to throw, and I think with a little more time on that one, that could have been a nice connection and most likely a 1st down, but just as he was ready to throw, Ott got hit and just overthrown and nearly intercepted by defensive back of Oshkosh West.
So another punt. And again, this one high fly ball, this time in the right field. Takes a north bounce, keeps rolling and rolling. And for the first time tonight, West will start in their own territory at their own 41-yard line. And this come with 28 seconds left to play. A lot of possessions here, but mainly for Oshkosh West. Their own 41.
See if Coach Ray decides to maybe a little bit of looks like the wind on their back here in the first quarter. Maybe use that wind. They got a beautiful touchdown pass earlier to Drew Blair, and be a good opportunity to air one out.
Offense back out there for West. Led by Brandel. And the toss back to Baylog, and found a little bit of running room. Across the 45 up to the 46, good for 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Well, that should do it for the first quarter. As everybody getting up and walking around slowly. Yeah, they're kind of rushing things in here, but nope, that is gonna do it. 1 quarter in the books here. It's been all Wildcats. They will have it when we start quarter number 2. It is 21-0 Oshkosh West. Back to Oshkosh after this.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Back here in Oshkosh, North and West doing battle, but a lot of other area games. Gary, what do you got?
Yeah, a couple of scores in the FBA. Big game at Kaukauna in first quarter. Kimberly leading the Ghosts 7-0, and Appleton North and Appleton East no score late in the first quarter. Huge game at Kaukauna, and Kaukauna game behind the Papermakers, who has a chance to get their first conference title, I think, over 20 years for the Galloping Ghosts. And of course, Kimberly, the top-ranked team in the state of Wisconsin, they just keep moving on. And so they, with a win tonight, they would clinch another FVA championship.
Just unbelievable what that program's been able to do. Second-year coach Chad Michaelwitz.
Yeah, from Steve Jones, and just haven't missed a beat.
Brando on that last carry. Up to the 47, it's third down. And they'll hand it off once again, this time to Baylog. Didn't get enough. He was stopped right away, and it's fourth down here. And what's West do with it?
Yeah, here's a good opportunity. The way, if you're Oshkosh West and Oshkosh North, make sure you don't jump offside. Watch the football. Good opportunity for an extra cadence here for Oshkosh West.
And they're trying to get North to jump, did they?
They did.
Yeah. And so, after the penalty, they will move it forward 5 yards, and it will be 1st and 10 for Oshkosh West. On the 6th accepted penalty of the game. West has yet to commit one.
Yeah, if you're Oshkosh North, you want to get off the ball as fast as you can. You got that adrenaline running, but again, you just got to watch that football. Don't even listen to the quarterback.
1st and 10 on the 47. And stopped after the handoff. It's Baylog. And he lost a yard on that one. 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, West really sticking with the run. They've had pretty much real great success throwing the ball, other than that one pass that was batted down on 4th down. They've had open receivers. Let's see if they're going to try to set up that big pass play.
You called it, partner. Going to the air and almost intercepted. Great coverage on the play by Charlie Clark. He taps the ground.
Yeah,
almost had himself a pickoff.
He read that well. Nice job by Charlie. Read the route, got a great break, and almost with the interception. I think, what have we seen too the last couple of weeks? I think, Drew Blair, the go-to receiver, and I think him and Brando have gotten a really good relationship on the pass and catch since that Neenah game that we did 3 weeks ago.
3rd and 11 on the 48. And that one mishandled. Brandel has to pick it up. Take off running. Make something out of nothing there. Diving back across midfield. To the 47, we got a player down for North. And getting up gingerly and walking off is Darian Turner. Looks like he'll be okay, but he slipped and fell right at the last second. Got back up to the 47, so it's 4th and 10 now for West. The second 4th down in a row for the Wildcats.
I think it's the first time we've seen West with the wetness affecting the football high snap that went over Brandle's head. He did a good job just to make something out of really nothing. Now I wonder if we're going to go back into a punting situation here for Chase. Yep.
Bounces inside the 10 and down at the 9. So North will get it deep in their own territory.
Yeah, perfect execution by Chase Brandle there. The quarterback just dropped back a few steps, and beautiful punt right inside the 10-yard line for Oshkosh North. Still looking for their first down of the evening.
A lot of punts in this one, mainly by North. And they'll break the huddle. Their unusual break of the huddle there. What do you think of that when they bring the receivers out first? That one tapped up in the air. It will be an incomplete pass. Tell you what, breaking through once again was Mason Klinger. He's been in the face of Ott many, many times in these first 15 minutes of this game. Clock will stop on the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. On their own 9. Oshkosh North all season long has only scored 21 points the entire first half of their games. And it's been one of the struggles for this young team. And they'll hand it off. Positive yardage out of that one.
There we go.
We give to Jamari Scott. And how about that? Their first down of the game. Bring it out to the 20
Nice.
on an 11-yard gain. That looked good.
Yeah, sure did. Nice run by Scott, and gets that first down and keep the chains moving. Now I got to build on this. Little misdirection there. I think that was a good call by Coach Ott, as really this Wildcats defense been super aggressive.
Fake to Scott. Pass it to the flat here. It is caught, wrestled out of bounds up near the 40-yard line. Good catch and run there by Dalton Clark. And up to the 39 to 19-yard pickup. So they go from the 9 out to the 39 in 2 plays.
Yeah, it's good to see, and beautiful execution on a little short swing pass, and Ott got the pass, and Dalton caught it and did the rest with his legs. Right in front of the Wildcats bench.
Enough to get out of bounds. Put a man in motion and fake it to him and toss it back up front. And with it's Liam Murphy. Trying for a little trickery there, but not tricked. Leo Ulrich, 6'1" senior. Took him down there. Gain of 1, though, so it's 2nd down and 9 right at the 40. Inside 8 to go. Murphy again, their leader offensively and defensively. Trying to make something happen there. Mix it up a little bit, I guess. Ott fakes the handoff, and he is forced to scramble, and he goes down once again. This time it's Eddie Schroeder. Back at the 38-yard line. So another sack, I believe the 3rd or 4th one already here by this West defense. Ott has been hurried virtually every single snap.
Yeah,
he has not handed it off.
Yeah, he has. Every time he's tried to pass, I think, other than once where he had a clean pocket, and that one was just broken up right away by one of the Wildcats defenders.
So it's 3rd and 11. Down to 38. Showing some blitzing, and the blitz works. They were all over Jamari Scott there. Back him up another 5, 6, 7 yards on that one, and the punt team once again is on.
Well, at least you got a couple first downs there. A couple nice, nice run by Scott, and the nice pass play to Dalton Clark. A little bit to build on there if you're the Spartans. But unfortunately, again, it's going to be Wildcats. The field position has been in their favor all night.
It's Mason Kriggs, who again boots this one almost straight up. And it will be Wildcats ball.
Do have a penalty on the play, Joey D. I think we might get a hold on the Wildcats while they were behind the play blocking, and that'll send the ball inside Oshkosh West territory, if I am correct.
Right now on the 47. And where are they going to mark this one now? First penalty on West in the game, compared to 7 of them for North. And they'll mark it off. He's still walking backwards to the 44. Illegal fair catch is called. I was wondering about that. He had the fair catch and caught it and started running. That's a no-no.
I'm not sure why there, though. He caught it well ahead.
So 6:03, it'll be West ball on their own 44. And just like that, they get back into Spartans territory.
That was a beautiful pass by Brandel as he was rushed by, I believe, I'm trying to get the number looked like number 21, Rennick Barani, who was in there right away, but Brandel stood tough in the pocket and threw a bullet right down the middle for a beautiful completion.
Will Danahy caught it at the 34-yard line. Hand off and taken down right away. Jaden Franzaka has 2 scores, and he's been out the last couple of possessions. He's back in there and loses a few, back to the 36.
Yeah, Antonio Thompson, nice job from his linebacking core, came right through the middle. And, Oshkosh North, even though down 21 and have had their struggles defensively, there's been a fair share of some excellent individual plays by their defense. That was a beautiful tackle by Thompson. Just came right through unblocked and gets the 2-yard loss.
West scoring on 2-yard run from Franzak, 3-yard run, and also a 42-yard reception by Drew Blair.
Another tip.
Right at the line of scrimmage again. And it falls incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 12 now. And if you're the North defense, try and stuff them here. Possibly get it back. 4:51, the clock will stop. What looked like a runaway to start, that North defense has stepped up last couple of times.
Yeah, which is a credit to them. They certainly could have caved, but they've really fought hard and see if they can make a stop here.
Brandel going deep. And way overthrowing his intended receiver, which was Christensen, one of his favorite targets. And he's pretty quick, but not that quick. Couldn't catch up to it. 4th down.
Well overthrown by Brando. Just a little too much air on the long pass.
4th and 12. Working quick. All right, looks over to the sidelines. He's just going to punt this one away, just like last time. Yep. Second time he's run up and then run back. And also, second time, a great punt. And was he in the end zone or was he out?
Yeah, he was in the end zone. You can't do that.
Feet were in.
Oh, they're going to rule
out,
it.
And he did down.
Wow,
it.
they couldn't.
Okay. Wow, on the 1-inch line, I got my binoculars out. You can't get closer than that, but he covered it up. Half his body was across the line there, wasn't it?
It was, and, again, I thought he was in the end zone when he touched it, and, the Oshkosh North coaches aren't happy at all trying to get an explanation of why that ball's at the 1-yard line.
Wow.
There were a couple of Wildcats down there, and they did, again, Brando, beautiful punt.
It was.
I think we're getting a timeout. Again, Oshkosh North, I think the coaches really they're not happy at all with the ruling. And the far side judge has been getting an earful, and he really had nothing to do with it. Yeah, but again, awesome execution by Brando. The second time we've seen that tonight, and both times he's got it, first time at the 9, and that one, literally, you're right, Joey, he got the binoculars out. It's near the couple-inch line.
Thanks to all of our sponsors tonight, Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, Creative Imprint. They sponsor the opening kickoff. Tip-off of all of our high school activities. OSMS, the orthopedic and sports medicine specialists. And Fast Signs, got us here in the Fast Signs mobile studio tonight. Here J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium, where the cup is on the line here. Harold Schumerth Trophy is what they play for. North currently has possession of it after a victory last year, but down 21-0. Late in quarter number 2 of this one, and they are backed up as deep as you can be. So they'll try and get some room. Not going to get it there. Intercepted at the 28. Brought down and hauled in by Dylan Miller. One play, and West gets it back.
Great catch, great coverage by Miller. Like the call, why not go for it? They're probably anticipating the run and try to give him, but that was a beautiful job by Dylan to go up high in the high point of that football and bring it down. First turnover of the night for either team.
4:27 left. They'll get it on the 28-yard line. Good position here. Running just inside the numbers on that hash mark is Jake Baylog. It's been him and Franzak tonight. Baylog getting a load here in the second quarter, though.
Yeah, Brandon also an excellent running quarterback. Hasn't ran much tonight, but always beware with him in the backfield. He's got some great quickness.
2nd and 2.
Oh.
That one goes awry. And Baylog has to jump on it. And he comes up a little gingerly after that one. Had to slide down there for it on the wet turf. The rain has let up for the most part, but still real slippery down there. That time.
The WBAY radar pretty accurate. They said about 8 o'clock the rain should be headed out, and it's about right where we're at.
And where we're at is 3rd and 11 on the 29-yard line. And now whistle. And a flag. Delay game is the call on Oshkosh West. Took too long to get that one going. Their second penalty of the game.
It's a bit surprising. They've been pretty fast-paced all night long.
And so it will be 3rd and 16 now on the 34. Brandel throwing across his arms that time, or across his chest to his weak side. Fell incomplete, looking for Baylog out there, but there was somebody all over him out there. It's 4th down now. What about that call?
See if we see the pooch punt again. Could be the 3rd time here in the quarter if they elect to do it. They've, since they've went that 3rd touchdown, and North's defense has really risen to the occasion and made life much more difficult for Oshkosh West, especially in that first quarter where they just dominated the line of scrimmage.
4th and 16 on the 34.
And there he goes.
Mm-hmm. Same type of setup and flag flying. Was it illegal what they were doing as far as the setup? Came in right at the snap.
And
The ball rolled into the end zone.
my guess is bring this one back, since it would be marked down at like the 9-yard line, I believe. Let's see what the referee calls here. We're going to illegal shift, I believe. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Got to come set before the snap, and I don't believe A-Log had come set yet before that happened. Back-to-back penalties on Oshkosh West. Their 2nd and 3rd of the game. And exactly 3 minutes left. Now the real punt team will come on.
I'd almost stick with Brando back there, the way even the last punt was inside the 10-yard line again.
So we'll put it on the 39. And in will come Elliott Reed to put a boot into this one right at midfield. Pace of this one all of a sudden slowing up thanks to a lot of penalties. And Reed is rushed, and down he goes. Good play again on special teams by Liam Murphy. And North is going to get it on the Cats' 45-yard line. So instead of start deep in their own territory, how about that? A little change of events here with under 3 to go.
Yeah, like I said, maybe he should have stuck with Chase Brando and just that little shorter snap where he's been pooching it. That one a high snap, and Reed didn't really have much there to work on. Again, young punter, only a sophomore, and we get a time for the chain gangs here to set up the chains. And sort of, I think he just knew with the high snap and saw Liam Murphy bearing down on him. Sort of looked like he was panicked a little bit and tried to outrun Murphy, and Murphy definitely not going to let that happen.
He's having a heck of a first half.
Yeah,
all over the football field.
He has been. One of the highlights tonight for the Spartans, and here they finally get some good field of position, which has been an issue they have had since the start of the game. By far, their best starting field position of the evening.
On the 44, and more penalty markers are down. And Coach Ott takes off his headset, talking with the official, wondering who it was this time. Another one on Oshkosh North. 7th accepted penalty. There was one that was declined as well. And those are the speed bumps that you try and got to get over here for a young team. And correct those pre-snap penalties. And Ott scrambles and toss it at the last second as the rain really starts to fall down again. We got a good little shower coming again.
Well, maybe I was wrong earlier with my.
Yeah.
So I'm not I am not a meteorologist. I'll leave that to Steve Bayline and the boys at Channel 2.
He's looking for Logan Shettle. And they will mark this one. Was he down before? Nope, it was an incomplete pass. Stops with 2:47. Back at the 49. So he lost 5 on that one.
Yeah, and the wind started changing directions, Joey. Earlier it was on the back going this way. Now it's going right into the face of the Spartans.
And a handoff, and on
fumble?
the play. Yes, it is fumbled and picked up by Oshkosh West. The recovery to Christensen. The fumble by Dalton Clark. Wonder if the new downpour had something to do with that, because that one just slipped right out of his hand.
Yeah, well, guess who was in the backfield again? Joey, number 13 for the Wildcats, Mason Klinger, who's been all over the football field. He was in the shot himself through in the backfield and made the strip. And Klingers just had an outstanding night here for the Wildcats defense.
Now at the 47. First turnover there on Oshkosh North. And that's incomplete.
Wow. He had Blair wide open. That would have been a walk-in touchdown. But again, these conditions are not apt for throwing the football, especially right now with the wind and the rain. And I think that one just got away from Chase Brandel.
Hit him on a 42-yarder on one play earlier in the game for the second score. That one would have been for 53. But instead, it's 2nd and 10 on the 47 with 2:35 left to play in the first half. And this time, it's Brandel having to do something with it. Scrambles back out near the original line of scrimmage. Again, it's Liam Murphy with the stop. So it's going to be 3rd down here for Oshkosh West. And as we approach a 2-minute warning here of quarter number 2. 3 of the first 4 possessions, West scored. Nothing doing here in the second quarter, though, for either team. Brandel, little play action this time. Finds Blair. High tackle. Made across midfield at the 47. Not enough for the first down, and yet another 4th down play here for West. They've had about 4 or 5 of them. This time they need 4 to go.
Again, if I'm the defensive line for the Spartans, do not jump. Watch the football.
It's kind of what they were trying to get him to do again. Clock continues to run, and somebody did. But might go on West.
Yeah, the false start, Joey.
Yeah.
So this, I think they're gonna see if they bring in the punting team or try to go for it. Only a minute 7 to go, but you are in your own territory.
4th penalty on West.
And they might just stick with Brando punting, I think.
Indeed. Quick punt, just got over the lineman. Keeps rolling. Boy, it's done that a lot tonight on these punts. This time it'll fall dead right at the 10-yard line with under a minute left to play in this first half, and down 21-0. Here comes the North offense back out there again. They've had it. Count them up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th time they've had the football. Big door slamming right behind us here. Everybody okay? That scared me. Down their own 10-yard line. Homecoming here tonight for Oshkosh North. See the band kind of walking out there onto the track. Gonna try and do some kind of performance here in the rain at the half.
And credit to those kids.
Yeah, no kidding. Hand off, looking for some running room. Getting about 6 yards. Again, it's Jamari Scott. And out to the 16-yard line. It will be 2nd and 4. Time to run at least one more play here. Right at the 32nd mark.
I have a feeling both coaches after this play will just be content with headed to the locker room.
And again, a lot of movement. Both sides. Look like North tried to start to play it a little early once again. It's been one of the stories of this first half. Only penalties flying here on Oshkosh North. That's their 8th accepted one. Back them up 5. Well, they could do it if they want to for the half.
Yeah, they don't even have to run a play.
2nd and 9 on the 11.
Well, now Wildcats can use it. Somebody called a timeout. Not sure why.
Yep, it is Oshkosh West with 7 seconds left to play here in the first half. It is 21-0. Lots of action all across northeast Wisconsin here tonight. Again, tune in the radio side of things, AM 1570, 95.3 FM. Here in Oshkosh, 99.1 FM. Across the Fox Valley Association, it's north and east going at it.
A couple of updates for you, Joey. Scores, Kekana leading Kimberly 14-7 in the second quarter. Appleton North leading Appleton East 21-6. Wisconsin Rapids 24-0 over Appleton West. Menasha 21-7 over Sheboygan North, I believe, or one of the North.
Yep.
Seymour 22-0 over Wapaka. Coleman leading Clintonville 18-14. We'll send it back to you, Joey.
All right. You can catch all those scores on our website there, thescorewi.com. Place you can get this. Also our YouTube channel. Thanks to all of our subscribers and viewers on this Friday night, week number 8. So we'll round things out next week and then on into the second season, as they call it. 7 seconds left. Everybody just kind of standing around again. Watching the rain, I guess.
I'm not sure what the delay is.
I don't know.
I think
Keep on looking.
I think they might be trying to add a little bit more time on the clock because of the timeout. And we got some Oshkosh West coaches next to us. Yeah, they're 20 seconds. So I'm not sure how the 13 seconds got run off, but they have 20 seconds back on the clock.
So 2nd and 9 now on the 11 with 20 seconds. There's a nice breakthrough. Jamari Scott still with it across the 30, 35, 40, 41-yard line. A 30-yard gain, a biggest offensive play of the game for Oshkosh North, and it comes as we are inside 10 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, nice run. That's good for North. I think
32 on the pickup.
they were prepared to run out the clock, and West called a timeout as rain coming down as hard as we've seen all night.
Check that 30 on that pickup from Jamari Scott, just a sophomore. Yeah, it'll be interesting once we get to playoff time. It always is. Some of the matchups. We'll have a lot of teams represented here from the area. We'll cover them as long as we can. Hand off again to Scott, and this time doesn't get 30 yards. The clock will stop with 3 seconds left.
I guess you got the timeouts. May as well use them. I guess that's the Oshkosh West philosophy here with 3 seconds to go, up 21-0.
What do you think of it?
Just let the clock run out. Get to the
See if
half.
maybe you were guaranteed to get it back some way.
Well, they're not going to. One more play, and right now, Oshkosh West North is just content with running the football. They haven't tried anything crazy like throwing the football, so it's just a matter of, they could have ran it out before, and they let Scott get 30 yards. That's why I don't coach. That's why I'm up here. But sometimes you feel like you got the timeouts, you got to use them. But maybe they're thinking with this rain, you could get a turnover and something crazy could happen.
Pass is complete. Something does happen on the final play of the half. Dalton Clark hauls it in from out of the backfield for about a 12-yard gain on that one. And that will send us.
And it gives Oshkosh North a little bit of momentum here the last couple of plays. Again, something for them to build on. There hasn't been a lot, looking at the scoreboard. I thought, once they went down 21-0, I think the defense, to their credit, really stepped up and has kept this a 3-score game, where certainly they could have just folded in the 10 in this terrible weather night and just, got to the running clock and get out of here as quickly as possible. But the Spartans defense, and then, a couple nice plays here to end the half. They'll get the ball to start the third quarter. Maybe it gives them a little bit of momentum. I guess that's one of the reasons, again, I'm like, if you can get to the halftime, just get to the halftime. Now North comes in with a bit of momentum on their side, even though they're down 21-0.
Yeah, scored on their first drive, a 2-yard run by Franzak in just 4 plays. And also on a 42-yard reception from Chase Brandel to Drew Blair. That came on 1 play, so 5 plays. They're up 13-0 because they did miss an extra point. And then Franzak took it in from 3 yards out on a quick drive once again. And that came with 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. No scoring in that second frame. They did get that 2-point play, by the way, so that's where we stand. It is 21-0 Oshkosh West. We'll hear from our sponsors, and then we will come back and give you all of the second half action here from Titan Stadium. It is our Fox Communities Credit Union Video Stream Game of the Week.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
As a business owner, you're not afraid to get your hands dirty, to roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your success is built by the sweat of your brow. And if small business is the backbone of America, isn't it about time someone had your back? At Fox Communities Credit Union, we believe our community's business owners deserve more than just a line of credit and great rates. You deserve a business partner who listens, a business partner who's got your back. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life and business happen.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Back here at the half at Titan Stadium, it is 21-0 Oshkosh West, homecoming for Oshkosh North, and we do have some halftime entertainment for you here. At the half is the Oshkosh North Marching Band will perform for you here at the half. How about that? Ending with a big O in on the field and running off of the field here at the half at J.J. Keller Field at Titan Stadium. Good performance there from the Oshkosh North marching band as they run off. Be careful, boys and girls, because it's still real slippery.
Yeah, great job by the band, and not the best conditions, but awesome job by the Spartans marching band. Well received by the crowd as well.
We are at the half. Joey D and Gary Bileski with you here on this Friday night. Very chilly Friday night, rainy and windy and all that kind of stuff, but we're playing through it. 21-0 is your score. Oshkosh West looking for win number 2 in a row. It'd be win number 4 on the season. That one in equal them at 4-4. Should they hold on here in the second half, they'd go to 2-4 in conference play. But right here, got a little ways to go though. 21-0, and we will take a break. We'll come back, tell you how it all happened there in that first half, and of course, have your keys to the second half. And on into it we go. On this Friday evening, Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. 21-0 Cats here.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. For those that have a mortgage, it's important to review it very frequently. It's at minimum annually. Many of our members have taken the opportunity to cash out some money to put in that backyard pool that you've been seeing down the road, or consolidate debt, or pay off your loan faster to match your retirement. That's why we're here to help, right? We're here to help them succeed financially. End of story.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
Back here at J.J. Keller Field, it's halftime, and this time Oshkosh West dance team is out there to give you a little more halftime entertainment. The 21-0 game, West with the lead and the dance team out there. There you go, halftime entertainment provided by the Oshkosh North Marching Band. They also had the homecoming festivities in between, and then the West dance team was out there. Joey D and Gary Bileski with you here at the half. It's 21-0 Oshkosh West. West scoring on their First two drives in 5 plays, they're up 13-0. A 2-yard run by Franzak and a 42-yard reception from Chase Brandel to Drew Blair, and then Franzak would poke it in from 3 yards out later on to make it 21-0. They did miss an extra point, but got a 2-point conversion. And so that's where we sit right now with about a minute or two before we get back to action here. Let's bring back in my broadcast partner, Gary Boleskin. What are you thinking here for the second half? Some of the Meyer Construction keys to the second half. What are they saying here, both the coaches?
Well, I think if you're Coach Crissaud, obviously got to play a lot more clean football than his Spartans did. Way too many legal procedure penalties. You know, first start there. I don't know how many times, Joey, it would be on first down. So instead of 1st and 10, they're 1st and 15, and that's tough to go against, especially when you struggle moving the football. On the plus side, though, I thought the defense really stood up after, again, they were faced with tough field position, starting with the opening kickoff. The setup, Oshkosh West, all 3 drives were very short touchdown drives, but when it went up 20-0, I was even thinking you could have a running clock here, but credit the Spartans defense. They made life miserable, especially the last 9 minutes of the second quarter for Oshkosh West. So if I'm not Oshkosh West, again, I think, they had a couple opportunities, even then they had a pass to Drew Blair was wide open, could have been a touchdown. So again, you got to take advantage of those situations when they can. Defensively, they pretty much dominated Oshkosh North's offense. So obviously that's a positive. But I think offensively too, you just get back, running the football, playing clean football on their side of the ball as well. And we'll see now. I think Oshkosh North, they get the ball here to start the second half. They ended the second quarter with a couple nice plays, a nice run, and a nice pass to run out the clock. So, right now, if you're Coach Ott, just, work on the little things. Try to get little victories. They had that ball at the 1-yard line. They got 2 first downs and was able to get a little bit of room. So, right now, again, we talked about it all broadcast. They're very young, and that's why we're seeing a lot of mistakes. So they've also shown that can certainly on the defensive side have created some issues here in the second quarter for that Wildcats offense.
20 of the 22 starters gone for Oshkosh North. Talking with Coach Luke Ott before the game down there on the field in the driving rain, and he told me this team just doesn't give up. They haven't given up. The record might not show it, but I like what he said. He's preaching this year. Let's focus on the process, not the result. And it is a process to try and get some more of those numbers in the W category. But stepping up, they pitched a shutout in that second quarter.
I tell you, in the FEA though, it's tough, Joey. When you're playing sophomores against seniors, and this is a very young Oshkosh North, so you're going to take a lot of bumps this year. But that's your goal as a coach. You got to look at the big picture. And as I said earlier, they got a lot of kids in the youth program, and you just got to build somehow. And we're seeing it, I think, too, at Appleton West, a very, very young football team that's had a rough year. And I think Oshkosh West last year too. They sacrificed a lot of their games with a very young roster, and Coach Ray has done a great job in the first year building on that. So I think both programs now is you're building for the future. I think Oshkosh West just a little further ahead than the Spartans are right now.
Jaquan Jones and Xavier Waters Eaton back deep for Oshkosh North, and it's Waters Eaton with it, and he's got a burst of speed across midfield. Finally wrestled down there by Elliott Reed.
There you go. That's the way we started the game for Oshkosh West on a nice kickoff return, and the Spartans do the same thing. You started taking that momentum they got in the second quarter on the opening kickoff. Number 17 there, Elliott, the kicker, with a nice tackle.
Start on the West 47-yard line. North gets something going here right out of the gate. Nice little burst of speed there too from Waters Eaton. One of many sophomores on this team, and the second half starts with
unbelievable. Another false start.
Goodness. That is their 9th accepted penalty of the game. Most of them have been The referees
Yeah, you just
saying false start.
that drives coaches crazy. And I'm sure they talked about it at the half.
And so they try and work quickly, and the keeper, it will be out and got about a yard, so it's 2nd down and 14 now on their own 49-yard line. I think the referee's getting their practice for basketball season. They're traveling. 2nd and 14 now on the 49. A faster pace here now for North 2. High snap, pulled down by Ott. It's complete. For a 1st down on that far sideline, caught by Pavlon Seenum. His first catch. One of the 2 that are back from last year's team as far as starters go.
And that was by far Ott's best pass. That was a bullet right to Sanam, and the 6'3" wide receiver, big target, and beautiful pass. And again, one of the few times Ott, quick pattern, had a nice pocket to throw in, and you can see what happens when he's got a little time to throw.
19 yards on the pickup. 1st and 10 on the 32. And this time he goes down. Busting through. It's Mason Klinger. How many times have we said that about Mason?
I don't know, Joey. He's been doing that all night. I'm not sure. They just have not been able to pick him up in that blitz. And, again, no time to throw. And a great job by Klinger coming full speed, but also under control. Sometimes you get that, being almost out of control when you're trying to get the quarterback. But Mason, great job, and he's been a stud tonight.
He knows how to lift things. He knows how to throw things. He's a power lifter, a thrower in track, and there he did both to a sophomore quarterback. 2nd and long. Back at the 42.
Another sack.
And another sack. And
Let
this
him
time
get
the
a
ball
fumble.
comes loose. I think Ott might have recovered it, though.
Yep.
Back-to-back sacks. They'll lose 4 on this one. Back to the 46. Got to get to the 23. So 3rd and very long here.
I give him some credit too, Bryce Ott. I'm sure this isn't the first game. He's, taking a lot of hits, but he's tough. He stays right in there, and numerous sacks. Would you probably think 6 or 7 sacks tonight, Joey, at least?
Yeah.
For the Wildcats.
He's been on that wet turf quite a bit. The rain continues to fall. It let up momentarily. It looked like it was going to clear out, but keeps on going. And the hits keep coming for Ott, too. He wasn't sacked, but Klinger got him again. The handoff goes to Dalton Clark. Looking for a little breathing room, but it's going to be 4th and long at the 42. 4th and 20. Right when North had a little something going. Klinger in that defense saying, oh.
Yep, stepped it up a little bit.
Punt team is on again. For Spartans. Couldn't do anything with the good run back and the good pass play. And this one again sailing toward a sideline and bounces out of bounds at in between the 14 and 15. They'll mark it on the 15, and West will get it for the first time in this half, up 21-0.
I'll see how Oshkosh West offense answers, as we talked about at the end of the half there. Really got off to a fast start offensively and had great field position, but took advantage of, I think the offensive line really dominated the line of scrimmage on those first 2 touchdown drives, and then they really short field on the 3rd touchdown. But since then, I think Oshkosh North, their defensive line has sort of stepped up and been a little bit more physical. We'll see if the Wildcats can answer.
Jaden Franzak sets up in the backfield. Instead, they'll do the old end around here. Gain of about 3 on that one. The handoff goes to Demarion Williams. Out to the 18. 2nd and 7. Going with the no huddle. He looks towards the sideline, gets the call. Again, receivers to both sides. give to Jaden Franzak. And not letting go.
Yeah, somebody had him by the ankles. Is trying to see in the
Looked like Palmquist, Connor Palmquist. 6-foot junior. Yeah, he just wouldn't let go. 2-yard loss. Back to the 16. 3rd and 9. Again, give credit to that Spartans defense. Being down, facing a 21-0 game with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. See if they can come up with a big 3rd down stop here. A little play action to the air. And batted down. Probably wouldn't have been complete anyways. Again, he was looking for Williams this time on a pass play. Falls short, 4th down and 9, and North's going to get it back.
Yeah, again, Spartans defense doing the job.
Mm-hmm. That has been, dare I say, the positive all night so far for, you wouldn't think so, down 21-0 early, but made the right adjustments, and they'll get it for the 2nd time in this half. But again, a good punt. Boy, if it starts bouncing on that turf, if you can keep it from going out of bounds, it's going to roll a long way. This one rolls down to the 27.
Got a penalty again, Joey. I'm not sure. Well behind.
Yeah, it's way out of there.
The football, where the ball landed. If it was, I hate to speculate, it may have been like a personal foul. It seemed.
Spartans are backing up. Yep, it goes on them. Another one. The 10th accepted turnover, or penalty, I should say, on the Spartans. Where did they put it? To the 17. It was a 10-yard penalty. The North gets it. Try and get something going. 6:53 to go in the 3rd. Winner of this one gets the traveling trophy, which North has currently. Go to the ground game again. Scott has been the load of the carries this evening with those pink shoes, and the team also wearing special undershirts here tonight. Oshkosh North is. Get the story on that here in just a second. So break the huddle and come back out. Senior Evelyn Oler, the sister of Andrew Oler, one of the players, a long snapper for Oshkosh North. And they're wearing special T-shirts underneath. She was just 3 weeks ago diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. So honoring her tonight. And another penalty goes on the Spartans. Yikes. What you got to do and try and clean that up there, Gary?
I have no idea, Joey. It's same thing every time. Oh, my goodness.
Another big hit back there. Man, a nice stiff arm that time by Jamari Scott.
Yeah, they're going to get the first down. Just going back to your previous question, it's just, again, discipline. I mean, there's a lot of shifting going on by Oshkosh West defensive line, but they've been doing that from the first snap of the game. And again, it's just listening to the count and don't worry about what the guy's doing in front of you. They could move as much as they want. They're just, it's, again, it's just little things of, playing smart football and being disciplined. And right now, whether you're young or not, I think those are the penalties that really frustrate coaches, because those are very correctable and shouldn't happen. They did it again.
Flags fly. And again, the penalty goes on them, the 4th one in the first 6.5 minutes on their second possession of this quarter.
And the thing, too, you know, and I know, I'm sure Coach Ott and the coaches have been preaching to the kids not to do it. So it's not a lack of coaching. Again, it just comes down to the players.
God had that one tipped in midair. Good defensive play by Mateo Romero. Another tip ball. We've seen a couple of those here this evening. Has the rain stopped yet? Keep looking up in the lights.
I think
here.
it has.
Stopped again. Been off and on rain showers since we arrived late this afternoon. And it cooled off drastically. We were really spoiled there, partner, for a while.
Oh, wow. This week was crazy.
Mm-hmm. So it's 2nd and 15 on the 27.
Although it's a rain we certainly need.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And a botched snap rolls back too hot. But leave officially another sack. Some back to the 21. They'll lose even more. Got to get out to the 42 to get a first. And the clock will run with 5 minutes to go, 3rd and long. Lots of football again this weekend. Every sport pretty much. Love this time of year. October, you name it.
Yeah,
what's going on.
Yeah, you get some big football games that are for conference titles this week or next week, and the playoffs right around the corner, and those big seating, selection night.
And another sack by this West defense. And this time, Eddie Schroeder's in there. It's 4th down, and again, the punt team is on. Yeah, you got basketball, football, baseball playoffs, hockey starting up. You got preseason NBA, NASCAR winding down their season, everything going on. And again, a botch snap, and this one rolls into the end zone, and they recover for a touchdown. They do. Rolling over on it. Coming up with it. Alex Dyken will recover it in the end zone for 6 more for Oshkosh West, and it's 27-0. They score on special teams here. On a fumble recovery by Alex Dyken. Send on the extra point team. It's been a while since we've seen them, since the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. And this one's up. It is through. New score with 3:51 remaining in the 3rd. Now 28-0. Oshkosh West with the lead here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
Time. We all get the same 24 hours, and how we spend it is different for each of us. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we want to help you make the most of it. Imagine a loan in your hands in about a day, up to $40,000 to help you make whatever's next possible. It's about time, a new kind of loan, helping you make life happen.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Back here in Oshkosh, long-time rivalry between North and West. There you see our next video stream game. Next week we'll wrap up the regular season. Freedom and Fox Valley Lutheran. Friday the 13th action for you next week. Here we got 28-0. Wildcats on the Fumble recovery by Alex Dyken. And North will get it back. The third time they've had it in this half, this time with 3:44 left to play. And they get it on their own 29-yard line. Gotta wonder if weather came into effect on that last play. Ball still real slippery, even though the rain has stopped right now. Umbrella's starting to come back out, though. It might still be misting down on the field and in the stands. Scott again and again, he is taken down. In the backfield, getting to him first was Nelson Fournier. Fournier, the 6'1", 235-pound junior. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13 with 3:20 left to play. And an official's timeout. Or was it timeout by North? Nope. Now we'll run the clock. There it goes. After the 3-yard loss. It is 2nd and 13. Now at 26. Ott rolling to his right. Again, complete, diving forward to Dalton Clark. He's been the leading receiver tonight for North, but just a little dink and dunk plays here, trying to get some positive yardage. They do. They get 8 on that one, so it's 3rd and 5 out at the 34 with 2.5 to go. Put together a couple of those plays and
give your defense a little break and a little rest and try to get some momentum on the offensive side.
3rd and 5. They take their time this time.
I'm going to have to hurry up. It could be a
fumble. Shuffle pass, and it was complete, but then botched up in the air and caught by the Wildcats. And coming up with it again, I believe, is Dyken. That one bounced off of Liam Murphy up in the air, and Dyken was right there, I believe.
Well, that would be a forward. Now,
was it an interception or was that a fumble?
I'm assuming it was an interception because that was a forward pass. It was one of those little forward laterals. I'm guessing Dyken caught it in the air because Murphy slipped out of his hands as soon as he was hit. And it is definitely the Wildcats football.
So they get it on the North 32-yard line. And the handoff goes to Baylog. And I think he got out of bounds. Stops with a minute 54 left. And the penalty marker's down. Holding on Oshkosh West is the initial call. Their 5th penalty, first of this half. So I'll take it back. Instead of a good pickup from Baylog. 10-yarder puts it on the 42. And it'll be 1st and 20 from there. A lot of penalties tonight on both teams. Slowing the pace of the game just a little bit. Brando again to Baylog. Swats away a few defenders, runs out of bounds at the 35. He got 7 on that one, so it's 2nd down and 13. 91 seconds left in the 3rd. Crowd sticking around for this one. Homecoming night. A few festivities there at halftime. Big parade. We ran into that on the way in. Through the rain, they still held everything. And holding this one is Brandel. Across the 30, across the 20, inside the 15. Chased out of bounds there. Slipping over there on the track. Look out. It was Rennick Barani that ran him out of bounds. And almost went flying through the air on the track. Took 10 seconds off of the clock.
And the crowd dwindled down a little bit after halftime, and a lot of those ones that are here is definitely brave the elements and brave the weather to see a high school football game.
1st and 10 on the 15. It's Brandel. And one-handed attempt by Drew Blair. In and out of his right arm. 2nd and 10 now. At 15, clock stops. Short pass.
And again, Liam Murphy there on the coverage. Has been a bright spot tonight for the Spartans.
He's made plays offensively, defensively, and on special teams. Definitely the leader of this Spartan squad this year. It'll be Baylog again. Diving up to the 11, he'll get 4. And 3rd down upcoming. Clock runs inside a minute to go in the quarter. Trying to punch this one in. If he should, and if they do get the extra point, be 35. Trying to do it here. Nope. For those who may not know, once you do get to that 35-point margin in the second half, we would see the old running clock situation. Here it runs with 25 to go in the quarter, though. I do believe they've got to get a play off before the end of it. And they'll set up to run the 4th down play. And they give to Baylog, and he goes in from 70 yards out. Touchdown, Oshkosh West. And they go up 34-0 on the 70-yard run by Jake Baylog. And for Baylog, that's his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. This one come with 4 seconds left in the 3rd. And flags come flying in. Hey, why not?
Exactly. Oh,
and
boy.
This will go on West. Their 2nd of this half, 6th overall.
I'm going to go out on a limb. This referees never had to make this many illegal procedures call in one game. That's just saying. I think you're right. It's getting ready for traveling. It's been a lot of
getting ready for basketball. That'll be here before you know it. NBA and college starting up their practices.
I think we get
and
on.
another one.
Oh.
Who does this one go on, though? Everybody just standing around.
I think it was offsides.
Yep.
Let's go back.
Move back up to the 3. Back to back, and we haven't even taken a second off the clock. We still have 4 to go in the 3rd. Run out of room in my penalty spot here on my paper.
You have to add an extra column.
Mm-hmm. So let's do it again. This time from the regular spot.
The kicker's confused. Oh.
Get a new kicker in there because Javon and Body hurt on a tackle last week in the victory against Appleton East, but doing a pretty good job. In his place is Elliot Reed. And as I say that, he punches in the 35th point of the game. It's now 35-0. Oshkosh West will take another break and come back for the final 4 seconds of this quarter, or do we keep it here? We'll just keep it here. tell you about our sponsors tonight: Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, Creative Imprint, also Fast Signs, sponsors of the Fast Signs studio back at Woodward Radio, which you can hear Football Friday night, which is coming up immediately following this game, and our radio game as well. Get all of the scores from around the state of Wisconsin with Chuck Freeman and the boys.
Try to get some updated scores for you, Joey.
Yeah, go for it.
I just hit the wrong thing. It was 42-6, Appleton North over Appleton East. Bit of a surprise. I thought that would be a little closer game.
You can catch all these scores on our website, by the way, most of them. Lots of conferences up in the air this evening. Winning streaks and traveling trophies as well. This one here tonight called the Harold Schumerth Trophy, named after the coach of the Oshkosh schools before they split into North and West. Went to state with them over 30 years ago.
My fingers are a little chilly, not working very well on my
Yours
phone.
and mine both.
Both, yeah.
The wind was blowing in all night long into the booth here tonight, too.
Xavier 38-7 over Winneconne. Xavier's having an excellent year. Wisconsin Rapids shutting out Appleton West 31-0. Seymour 34-0 over Wapaka. The mighty Bayport Pirates 49-14 over De Pere. I'm sure Jonathan's happy about that. Jonathan Krause, who a Bayport grad.
Next week it will be Neenah for Oshkosh North.
They were
Fond du
tied.
Lac for Oshkosh West.
Yeah, they were tied with Fond du Lac the last I saw 7-7. See if we can get an update on that one. Good one on our radio side of the ledger. Wrightstown leading Little Chute 18-14 in the fourth. I think Tony G and Dick Napinski on the call on that one. Luxembourg Casco doubling up Fox Valley Lutheran 28-14. You mentioned we'll be at FVL next week.
Pass is complete, by the way, to Liam Murphy, and that's going to do it for quarter number 3. So we'll get some more scores for you, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back for the final 12 minutes of this one here. Back in Oshkosh in a moment.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
And there we go, off and running for quarter number 4. Let's update you up there in the corner on this one.
I do have an update, Joey, with
Okay.
the end of the fourth quarter, end of third quarter at Kaukauna. No scoring in the third quarter. The Ghosts still lead 14-13. Kimberly, a missed extra point could provide costly if they don't come back. So that's a huge game in the FVA. Neenah took a 7-point lead. They were up 14-7 over Fond du Lac in the third quarter. And I mentioned Appleton North was up big over Appleton East in that one at Appleton East.
While you were looking
Nice
down
run. Yeah, there we go.
at the scores, by the way, another procedure penalty on North. Backed them up, but they got those 5 yards and then more. Good run. Again by Jamari Scott. He's done that a lot after all these penalties. And gaining some Positive yardage for them out to the 41. It'll be 1st and 10. Clock will run except for on touchdowns, on timeouts, and on injuries, I believe. So why not try and throw it? They do, again, looking for Scott, but he was out of bounds anyway. Complete pass will bring up 2nd and 10. At 41. It was 21-0 at the half. Our scoring tonight, Franzak, a 2-yard run. Opened things up, just 4 plays. And then just 1 play, a Drew Blair 42-yard reception for a touchdown from Chase Brandel. So 5 plays, and they were up 13-0 because they missed the extra point. Franzak ran it in from 3 yards out. No scoring in the second quarter, though. And in the third quarter, a fumble recovery in the end zone by Alex Dyken. Then a 7-yard run by Jake Baylog after an interception from Alex Dyken, and a timeout is called. And so the clock will stop. With 10:26 left to play. Why not? Let's hear from one of our sponsors. Here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Now we'll bring it back. Ott had the keeper on the last play, gained a few yards on the quarterback keeper. 35-0 game. Bringing it back here, Joey D and Gary Bileski with you on this Friday night in Oshkosh. Battling north and west. West going for 2 wins in a row after they opened up the season with 2 wins in a row. This time tapped away. Not sure it would have been complete anyways, near that far sideline. And so it'll be 4th down and 7. And so let's see what they do with this one. Bring in, might as well go for it, right?
Yeah, why not? And we get another timeout.
Okay, timeout taken by Oshkosh North again. And again, we'll take a look at their upcoming schedule. We'll tell you this will be 2 in a row here for West. The big win over East. They almost beat Kakana, 42-35. So this is almost 3 in a row for them.
Yeah, and that was a great game. So highlights to that, and that was they had a nice, I think, jumped out to a decent lead, and it was back and forth, and Kakana scored late in that one to win it. It's probably one of the games of the year so far in the FEA.
As for Oshkosh North, the woes continue here for first-year head coach Luke Ott. Still work in the making here, the rebuilding year. Just the 2 returning starters. Big win over Green Bay Southwest, but then you get into FEA play and much bigger animal there. They will round things out against Nina next week. Back to play here though, on 4th and 7. believe North has one timeout that they can call left here in the fourth. And new players into the game, except for Clark. He catches another one. And that's caught by Charlie Clark.
A nice fourth down conversion there with
Charlie to Dalton.
Braysatt to Dalton. Dalton Clark on that one.
Well, Charlie was the quarterback. Charlie to Dalton. But the turnover on downs. Second time that has happened tonight as far as the downs for North goes. Oh, did they get the first? They did.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Keep the drive going.
Oh, and the high snaps. Oh, fall on it, Charlie. There you go.
Gets away from Clark, has to slide on it at the 33. So the night is over, looks like, for
He took a big hit a couple
Braysatt
plays ago on a run, and he's taken numerous shots tonight, sacked quite often, and yeah, he'll definitely feel it tomorrow. Hopefully he'll be okay, though.
So back at the 33-yard line. We got 2nd and 29 up on the board. We'll roll with that. And they'll roll with a handoff. Nice smack there by Isaiah Keppen. And Jamari Scott. Again, this young team here on homecoming night. Crowd really did thin out. I like the way you put that there. Well, the rain has stopped. Still a little chilly.
Yeah, it's raw tonight.
It's the Old Glory over there. And the flags on the goalposts really flapping around every which way. Half of this quarter to go. It's Charlie Clark. Intercepted. Far sideline. Running in for the pick six. Dylan Miller.
His second interception of the night. Read that pass perfectly and straight into the end zone for the second defensive touchdown of the night for the Wildcats, who recovered a muffed punch snap earlier, and now they get the pick six.
Well, make it 41-0 for the time being. And the new kicker, Elliott Reed. High snap, but it is down and no good. Going just right. Oh, 6:21 left to play. New score, 41-0. West leading North. Back after this.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
And our football Friday night rolls along. Here at Titan Stadium, J.J. Keller Field, 6:21 left to play, 41-0. All Wildcats in this one. Well, basically the get-go scored twice in their first 5 offensive plays. And 3 out of their first 4 offensive drives. Can't even hardly talk now. Got a little shivery here tonight. We were just talking in the break there. Didn't think we'd need the old gloves and hat tonight, but
only in Wisconsin. A couple days ago, we're sweating our buns off, and it was so warm, and now we're complaining that the heater's not on. In the press box.
Windows open, and we're in the elements, folks. It didn't rain on us. We do have some overhead, but
thankfully.
Yeah. Come back to the 24. It's where Spartans will have it. The clock runs under 6 to go. Now, if you're Spartans, just try and get that goose egg off the board, right? That's the goal.
That'd be a nice goal. Let's see if we got some new players. Looks like a bunch of new players in for Oshkosh West on defense.
Looks like it's Ott back in at quarterback.
Yeah, he's back. Good to see.
Throwing in the flat incomplete to Shettle. Just haven't been able to get anything going between he and Logan tonight. It'll be 2nd and 10 on the 24. Yeah, everybody bundled up here this evening. Always fun though on a homecoming night, right? Even in a loss. Remember your homecomings?
Oh, it's been a long time ago. I certainly do. Especially the football games.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good success. It was always a fun day.
2nd and 10. And off cutting up field goes Shettle.
Yeah, that's one thing about high school sports. You certainly, for me, it's been late penalty many, many years, but I still vividly recall, playing on Friday nights or back in the day on Saturdays.
You have a lot of Saturday games, did you?
We did in Stevens Point Pacelli. It was a Catholic school, so sometimes we played on the same field as Spash, so it depended on the schedule, and also with UW Stevens Point, so we had our fair share of Saturday afternoon or Saturday night games back in the day. Well before the turf, and so it was the old grass field at Gerke Field, and by the end of the year, with 3 football teams playing on it, it got pretty chewed up at the end of the year.
Another marker down on North, and after that play, it's Dalton Clark on the handoff. Unofficially, each half now, well, one of them was not accepted, but they have 8 in each half for the Spartans.
We were part of the history book for, I'm not sure how long it lasted. We played Chippewa Falls McDonald, who back in the day threw almost every time. They set a national record, the game we played, with the most pass attempts by a quarterback in one game, and actually had an interception that game.
Really?
Just because he threw so many times, yeah. That was at Chippewa Falls McDonald in my junior year. That was a national record, and I think it didn't last very long, but it was pretty cool to be part of.
Yeah, I bet. The fond high school memories. That pass tipped up in the air, but still caught by Seenum. And it'll still be 4th down along here for Oshkosh North. We set some records too when I was in the football playing days back in the day, but they came from the not winning side of things. We struggled a bit. And then, like, right after I graduated high school, we had some, and still continue to this day, Southridge High School down in Huntingburg, Indiana, the pride of Huntingburg, Indiana. We had some very, very successful athletic teams, girls and boys athletics. Timeout is called by Oshkosh West.
So how's football, Joey, compared to basketball in Indiana? I mean, is it even closer?
Well, again, back when we played, you still had the single in basketball, the just one winner in the state of Indiana. And there's still to this day, 30 years later, people that still bring that up and are upset that there's class basketball
Oh, yeah.
in Indiana, because that was the thing. We were actually the last small school back in 85 and 86 to make it to, at that time, it's called the Final Four. There's still banners hanging up in our high school. It was one champion. It was one in the whole state of Indiana, and thus the Hoosier hysteria and
Sure.
movie Hoosiers and all that. The basketball's still huge, but football, wrestling's pretty big in Indiana. And baseball. Going long and incomplete. Trying to make something happen with under 2 minutes left to play on 4th down, and West will get it back and see if they even run a couple of plays here. They're walking out pretty slowly. With 90 seconds left, they will mark it on the 27.
Yeah, could probably take a knee, it looks like.
So one last heave, and didn't work out there for Oshkosh North. They will indeed take that knee. They'll have to do it again and then line them up. And the traveling trophy will switch sides. Oshkosh West will add one to theirs. They'll take it back after last year's 14-7 defeat to North. But West, this will be their 6th out of the last 7 that they will take between this rivalry. Last year 14-7, year before that 30-8. 49-22, 42-14. So West has put up some points in this rivalry. They'll put up 41 more this year. That last one, is it?
Should be it.
Nobody's walking over just yet. Oh, I think I got to do it one more time. Yep. And that, they finally will say, go ahead and run on over there, boys. And then we will call this one quits. There you go. Clock runs to 0-0, and we have come to an end of this one. 41-0, the final score this evening here in Oshkosh. Joey D and Gary Bolesky with you. How about some final thoughts over there, Gary B, on this one?
Yeah, nice win for Oshkosh West. That certainly needed a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Hard to say whether it's a must-win next week. I know some teams under 500 have made it. Oshkosh West could be one of those. Again, Oshkosh North, it sounds like a broken record, but young team going through a lot of growing pains. We saw it tonight, a lot of penalties, and when you're a young team and you're starting pretty much consistently 5 yards, 10 yards, 1st and 15, 1st and 20, it makes it that much more difficult to have success. But I thought, credit to them. They certainly didn't quit. West jumped out to a quick 21-point lead, and then I thought, Spartans defense really dug in and made, life difficult. And last 2 touchdowns for Oshkosh West came on the defensive side of the football with the fumbled snap in the end zone on the punt team and then the pick 6. So I think defensively, again, a lot to build on for Oshkosh North, and but a huge win here on homecoming night against their opponent, but much needed, and they had to win the game, and they certainly did that. So a jubilant Oshkosh West side of the field. So a big win for the Wildcats here on a miserable night for football. Both teams certainly battled the elements here at UW Oshkosh and J.J. Keller Field.
And coming up next for us, we'll round out the regular season. How about this one? We go to Fox Valley Lutheran High School, where the Foxes will welcome in the Freedom Irish to round out the regular season, and we'll have everything all set to go for post-season play, and we'll follow as many local teams as we can, mainly on the radio side, but we have at least one more of these Fox Communities Credit Union video streams game of the week, and that will be next week. You going to be there, or is that I believe it's me and you.
That's a good question. I did. You just told me tonight we were at FEL, so I didn't on our work calendar. So I have to talk to the bosses.
Management.
Yeah. See if they need me or not.
Well, good job again here tonight.
Hopefully, I'll see you Friday night, Joey, at FEL.
On the camera and the call, that is Gary Burleski. Thanks to our sponsors, Fox Communities, Credit Union, Myron Construction, Creative Imprint, also Fast Signs, and OSMS, the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists. That will do it for our broadcast here this evening from chilly Oshkosh, Wisconsin. For Gary Burleski, all of our engineers and everybody back at the Woodward Radio Ranch, I am Joey D bidding you farewell. Final score again here tonight, Oshkosh West 41 and Oshkosh North nothing. Have a great rest of your weekend. Tune in to the radio side for football Friday night. This has been a presentation of Woodward Communications.